Yo,
Morning, morning. How's it
morning,
going?
mate. Yeah, good man.
Good. So, looks like GJ is just still stuck in this 4 hour range over here.
Yeah, I'm not really liking anything right now. Don't really want to be trading the range.
Nah, see, when I woke up this morning, obviously I saw this rejection from, the top of this range and the Asian session support that was created right over here. So we did have a lot of volume come in at 7:30, but then now we're just kind of consolidating, but we've got a lot of traffic. We've got a lot of traffic. So, I mean, yeah, today probably going to need to take it a little bit easier, wait for, some resistance to form. And then, hopefully we can take a sell to retest this low. But apart from that, I don't see no other trade. Because it is just mess. I mean, this is mess. So I have to wait and see if we can form some form of solid resistance. And then it's going to be... Ooh. It's going to be better to take a sell. Let's check out the FTSE. FTSE's just ranging as well. But I do not want to take any impulse entries at the low. Because if you take an impulse entry over here at the low, we have so much consolidation. Yeah. But anyway, let's look at our zones. So it does seem like, okay, let's start with the daily time frame. In fact, let's wait for a few more people to join. But basically, why I feel like we're okay to wait is because price isn't going to break this zone until it can break the previous daily low and the previous daily low before that. Oh, it is starting to come down now, actually. 15-minute candle broken the low of the previous 15-minute candle. Just not interested in a impulse entry right now. Morning. See, if the structure had clean traffic like this, we could anticipate these impulse entries with the clean candles. But how can you anticipate this impulse when, we have a support over here, we have a support down over here? I think I'm going to try and look at it from a 30-minute perspective for targets because the 15-minute is just so messy.
There's a lot of reaction points in there if you're going to get on an impulse entry.
Oh, yeah. But I think if this 15-minute candle can close like a strong bearish, then it does pave the way for the next 15-minute, the last 15-minute of the 30-minute to continue down. But I just want to see, kind of how it closes, etc. But anyway, just want to wait for just a couple more people to join and then we will get started. Even gold's just ranging now. See, I spoke about this yesterday on gold, is that we were approaching a consolidation zone. And now look, we're consolidating. So more than likely, now gold is just, I think, no point even looking at gold while we're ranging like this. So probably need to wait. Euro JPY is still in that same range from yesterday. I have to say, most pairs are just ranging today. I have to say pairs are ranging. Look, the FTSE's ranging. Now it's coming down. Euro JPY is ranging. GCAD's trying to break up. GJ, it's in a range. It's in a huge range. US 30 also consolidating. But gold is a huge consolidation. Okay, let's check out this chart while we wait for a few more people to join. It's that EJ setup. Yeah, I think I just need to wait for a bit more clearer structure with GJ for a second. Euro JPY 1 hour time frame. Buys above here. Yeah, definitely agree with that. Sells below here. Yes, definitely. Possible target. Small range, risky. Yeah, I mean, when I see a small range like that, but then it's in a big consolidation, I'm always thinking, okay, well, you know, once we break this range, we're probably going to break this minor support too, if there's volume, you know, because with prices ranging, then it's going to be a harder breakout. But yeah, I think like this sort of area, you could say, okay, well, I'm going to take a portion of the trade off, you know, once price maybe reaches this zone or whatever. So, but yeah, with volume, I think it's going to break that. But yeah, TP1, yeah, okay, nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Euro JPY. Yeah, see, the only thing about Euro JPY, again, Euro JPY is in a huge range. But at the same time, you know, it does make sense. So it broke out of this consolidation. That'd have been a nice sell there. Yeah, that'd have been a nice sell. Let's check out GJ. Okay, let's do some fresh analysis here on GJ. I've given it a few minutes, so let's do this. So starting with the daily time frame right now, we can see the daily's kind of already created some form of top wick, right? But let me just make one thing clear today, is that when you're trading today and the rest of this week, we need to trade with some serious caution, because, you know, there is going to be some potential volatile news at, you know, any point, especially with Brexit and things like that. So, and the vaccine. So just, you know, bear that in mind. But anyway, let's talk about the daily candle. So the current daily candle has already come up to create, you know, some form of top wick. So I think, you know, once it breaks the low of the previous daily candle at 137,676, it should continue moving down. You know, at the moment it's struggling to, you know, break below this area. But, you know, in terms of like, if we looked at it from a 30-minute perspective, whatever, you know, once it breaks these lows, it should continue down at that point. Now, it's not to say that it isn't going to go bullish, but if we're going to continue down, we need to break the low of the previous daily candle. That is for sure. Anyways, look on the 4-hour time frame. So when we look on the 4-hour time frame, what we're going to see is that price is just ranging. So we have a support down over here at 137,640 on the 4-hour. And we also have a resistance right up over here at 138,300, right? So we can clearly see the 4-hour time frame is ranging. What we can also see is that, you know, within this range, you know, price came down, it broke below this previous support within the range, and then it came back up, and then it respected this area again. And right now it looks like we're also trying to respect this support. So, I mean, yeah, while it's in this range, it's very hard to trade. Okay, you have to understand probabilities are going to be lower, etc. So technically, you know, we're supposed to wait for it to break out, etc. But obviously we have smaller zones within this range. So looking on the 1 hour time frame, what we're going to find on the 1 hour is we have this is kind of the zone right up over here, right? Let's bring this up a bit more. In fact, let's neaten this zone up now based off the 1 hour. So we can see that this was the range, this was the range, and then we had this impulsive move up with news, which got corrected, right? Price came down, closed back in this range. So what we can see is this support over here was respected a few times, right? We respected this area a few times. We closed back up in this range yesterday in during the Asian session. Respected this support early hours of the morning, and then, you know, candles just came down and broke down, and then we have this other minor support right over here. So we have a minor support on the 1 hour at 137.920, and then at the same time, as we look left, we can now neaten this 1 hour time frame up. We have a support down over here at 137.580, but you can see, like, even on the 1 hour we have a support over here, we have a support over here. You know, so it's definitely messy, right? It's definitely messy. So for me to want to take a sell, you know, to anticipate that price can, you know, continue down to the bottom of this range and maybe even break the bottom of this range, we're going to need to see, you know, some form of strong resistance forming. So if we go to the 30-minute time frame now, we're going to see that the previous 30-minute candle closed bullish. It closed below this minor support. So if we neaten this up, we close below this minor support right over here. But we have so basically we have a support here, right? But below this area that is our support area, we have a couple of minor supports, right? So when we see that, we need to see some form of minor resistance created in order for price to break through those minor supports with volume. Okay. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame now. So yeah, looks like the 15-minute candle did break the low, and now it's come up. It's closed bullish, but it's closed with no wick to the top. So it's definitely still waiting over here for. But there's no sells now. You know, we can't take a sell now because the previous candle printed bullish. You know, and if this just comes down, there's literally nothing we can do about that. But what we want to wait for is for the 30-minute candle to create some resistance, because then that's going to be better to anticipate that the next 30-minute candle should break this minor zone and then continue down to fill this range. So for the minute, I'm just waiting for the 30-minute candle to close.
Down to fill the range.
Sorry?
That is our support area, a couple of minor supports, right? So when we see that, we need to see some form of minor resistance created in order for price to break through those minor supports with volume. Okay? So 15.
Oh, someone had their mic on over there. You could hear me speaking at like 100 miles an hour. Anyway, no worries. I thought that was someone else's voice, and I was like, hang on, that sounds like me. Yeah, so basically waiting for this 30-minute candle to close. So let's say the candle closes as it is in 12 minutes, you know, we could have a potential 10 pip stop, expecting this minor support to break. I think a good first target is going to be this area right over here. And then second of all, to fill this range on the 30-minute time frame. The overall 4-hour structure, because if we're creating a resistance right over here, then naturally the 4 hours should continue down to, you know, this 4-hour support, which is 137.700, and then down. So if we look at it from a 4-hour perspective, it does look good to continue down, but I don't really like the impulse entry over here. Stop's going to be a little bit too big. So yeah, I'm going to wait for the candle to close, and then, because if it's creating a strong resistance, then there's a hard chance for the next 30-minute candle to also continue down. So yeah, today is a little bit more, is one of those days, you know, it's going to be better to wait for that extra confirmation. I think the impulse is pretty risky while candles are still open and while we have just so much mess to the left hand side. So, you know, you can see how these candles are tapping into this area and, you know, they're pulling up. So what that means is, you know, there's necessarily not enough volume to break it. But when a candle closes, you know, it paves the way for the next one to have the volume to break that. So, to be honest with you, that seems like the trade that, you know, if I'm going to take a trade, it's going to be a sell based on the 30-minute, you know, creating a resistance. But we have to wait for this candle to close. So if we look at the 15-minute now, yeah, the ideal situation would be for this 15-minute to close below this minor support, paving the way for the next 15-minute to also continue down. Got 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left for this candle to close. To be honest, the higher up it closes, obviously, I don't want a weak 30-minute candle, but at the same time, obviously, if it can close a little bit higher up, it gives us a better stop loss, etc. But, yeah. Morning. Yeah, I wanted to create some form of nice, strong resistance. Something that, you know, can take a trade in confidence. These are the days that just, these impulse entries at the low points, there's way too much a mess to anticipate that move. You can see now it's kind of tapping into this area and it's, you know, it's reacting. So, you know, that's why impulse was not going to be a good idea. Even the 1 hour candle's got 7 minutes left to close. 4 hours got an hour left. So I think this 1 hour candle's going to need to close bearish to signal some more downside. 30-minute also going to need to create that resistance. But here's a good reason why you should wait for candles to close. Because if you took a sell down over here, you're in some serious drawdown right now. Yeah, screw that. So yeah, hopefully this 30-minute candle can close strong bearish, because otherwise I'm not liking these wicks. See, if it closes like it is now, then I'm not liking these wicks. I need to see it close somewhat strong bearish for me to anticipate a further downside move, because as well I don't want the 1 hour to, you know, close very weak also, or even close bullish. Ooh, look at this retracement now. Yeah, last 4 minutes of the candle comes back up bullish. 15-minute candle. Three minutes left for the candle to close. See, it's closing very weak, so unless it can, you know, close a little bit stronger, then I'm not going to be as confident executing that sell. No, because then what I don't want is the potential, as this is like a rejection, and then, you know, the next one's going to wick down, come up, break the high, and correct this downside move. So that's why I want this candle to close fairly strong in the last 3 minutes. So got a buys target up over here. So for buys, if I was looking for buys, I'd probably want to see a minor support formed back above 137, 930 on the 15-minute time frame, right over here. Okay, so 30 minutes, closing a little bit stronger now. Oh no. Don't have any news today, do we? Yeah, that's okay. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Starting to close a little bit stronger now. It's going to be much better. No, we don't want it to close too strong. Man, if it pulls all the way back like that to close like down over here, that would be well annoying. So yeah, looking to take sells. As long as this candle can close strong, then I have the confidence to execute. Otherwise, if it closes weak, somewhere up over here, then no execution. Look at this, man. Playing around today. Yeah, so I'm just basing the trade off the 30-minute time frame. Keeping in mind. I mean, depends where it closes, because if it closes up over here, then there's no sell. But if it can close a little bit stronger, like this, then I'm gonna take it on the close. Yeah, I'm not worried about. I'm gonna let it make its top wick as part of, you know, accepting the drawdown. But ideally, you know, want to keep the stop above the current 30-minute. Okay, it's pretty good. So execute a sell, keeping the stop above the current previous 30-minute candle around 9 pips, and then expecting price to break the low of the previous 30-minute candle and then continue moving down to 137,700. And that's going to be my one trade. So just gonna kind of see where maybe it could reduce the risk. See, this is good as well, because if we look actually on the 15-minute, the previous 15-minute candle, it closed below this minor support, right? So there's a much higher chance for, you know, this candle to continue down.
I was going to get in on the 30 only if it closed below that little support to the left and it closed just above it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
think I'm going to stay out of this.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's cool. But for me, I just see the structure. You know, we had a lot of bearish momentum. Looks like a liquidity grab over here. We now create a resistance. So I think it should be good, but I'm going to let it make his top wick. But I'm just trying to think at what point would I reduce the risk. Ooh, this is coming right up over here. Okay, wow, that's... Yeah, this seems to have just done like a little liquidity grab there. But it has respected the high, so... I mean, all I can kind of do really is see how the first 15-minute candle closes. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, this is like an area where we probably would need to create liquidity for, you know, price to continue down. But as long as it respects the high, that's fine. Had a little bit of a panic there. I was like, oh no, don't come up and hit stop loss. But yeah, it's only the first few minutes of the candle. But I mean, yeah, at least I wanted to wait at least for the 30-minute to create some resistance. So there's definitely like a higher probability for it to continue down. But you see, if it just tries to range here, then, you know, it's just going to be very difficult to take any trade within this whole range, you know, because we have so many minor areas. But I'm just looking at this price action. I'm like, okay, I see strong bearish candle. I see a bullish candle make a low, created like a liquidity wick. I then see the 30-minute candle create a resistance. So I mean, the 15-minute also closed below this minor support, and this is our most recent price action. So yeah, I can only go off what I'm seeing. Yeah, panic mode active. Yeah, gonna be cautious. What would be nice if, you know, this for 15-minute candle can come back down bearish, because then I'm going to feel safe that this was a liquidity wick. No, I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, I think it should be good. Let's look at the 1 hour close as well. Yeah, 1 hour close too. So, I mean, this is the start of the new 1 hour. So it just could be creating that top wick and then should continue down. Yeah, I know, Charlie. There's a lot of minor supports here, but at the same time, you know, just focusing on the fact that, okay, if we focus on the most recent price action, what is price telling us now? But I completely respect anybody who's not going to take a trade in this range. You know, that's completely fine. But, you know, we're looking at strong bearish momentum. We broke out of this range from the Asian session. Price came down, came up, closed below this support, created a resistance. So I think hopefully should be good. Looks like it's flipping back bearish. So obviously if the 15-minute candle closes bullish in 9 minutes, that's the point now I'm going to close 50%, because then it makes it harder for the overall 30-minute to also continue down. So what I want to see is this 15-minute, you know, come down, close bearish, and then I'm expecting then the next one to also come down. So yeah, I think it should be okay. Let's just look at it from a 30-minute perspective for the minute. But yeah, anyone not taking a trade, that's it's totally fine. Yeah, with momentum it should. But I think it's just generating some liquidity right now. To me, it seems. Well, I hope. Come on, GJ. GJ is playing around right now. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah, once we break this low of that previous 5-minute candle, then we're going to head down. Come on, GJ. Okay, last 6 minutes of the 15-minute candle. So what I want to see for my trade to still be valid is I want to see the 15-minute candle close bearish. If it closes bullish, then I'm going to reduce the risk, close 50%, and then let the rest run at that point. Because the 15-minute candle should go bearish if we're going to, you know, continue down and break this zone. So we'll see. Okay, so if we just look at the 5-minute now, see if this 5-minute candle can close bearish, it is setting up for the last 5-minute candle to also continue down. But yeah, let's just focus stay with the 30-minute for a minute till we can see what's going on with the 15. But yeah, it seems to me this was a liquidity wick. You know, it's a new 1 hour candle, a new 30-minute candle, new 15. So it needed to generate some liquidity, especially if we're going to break this zone. Then definitely liquidity was obviously needed to be generated for that to happen. So I think it should be good. Come on, GJ. Yeah, come on. Break your own low. You know, or what people could have done is they could have said, okay, well, I'm going to let price make his top wick. And then, you know, in the last 15 minutes or whatever of the candle, then I'm going to execute. Or they're going to wait for the first 15-minute candle to close is always a good idea. But yeah, it looks like it's coming down to break its own low right now, which is pretty good. That's what I like to see. Oh, maybe not. How many people we got here? We got 44 people in here today. So guys, if you're new to the stream, haven't been on the stream before, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Going to be doing a magic keys giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. Come on, GJ. 3 minutes left. Yeah, so I want the 15-minute candle to ideally close bearish. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to close 50% of the position. $15-minute, got 2 minutes left to close. Ramon, daily support. Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, I'm looking at the price action now. You know, I'm reading the candles, the smaller time frames. I'm reading the 30-minute creating a resistance. You know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But at the same time, I'm just looking within this range. You know, price had strong momentum within the range, create a resistance. There's a high chance we should reach the support in this liquidity area. So 15-minute candle has got 55 seconds left. So if it closes bearish, then there's no need. There's no need to reduce the risk. But if it closes bullish, then I'm going to close 50%. So just going to keep an eye on it. But no, but the point is that, you know, each person needs to stick to their plan. And if this doesn't fit someone's plan, then, you know, fair. If you're not taking the trade, then I respect that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is my analysis. So my analysis is, if this 15-minute candle can close bearish, then, you know, there's no need to reduce risk. If it closes bullish, then I'm going to close 50% of the position. You know, but it is closing a weak bullish, but it is still closing bullish. Okay, so I closed 50% of the position as the 15-minute candle closed bullish. I'm also going to tighten the stop loss up a little bit. But what I'm hoping is that, you know, the rest of the position is just going to continue. But if we come up and break the high of the previous 15, then I'm going to be out of the trade at that point. We've got nearly 50 people in here today. Much larger audience than yesterday. Monday seems to be a day that people they don't take their trading very serious. There is too many resistance here. Are you still on that trade? You mean support? Yeah, I know there is support, but I mean, if you look at candles and you look at zones, when there's rough price action like this, you know, you need a resistance formed for price to break this. We had a resistance formed. This fits my plan. So I closed 50%, reduced the risk. So now, you know, the risk is much lower at this point anyway. So, yeah. But I gave the sales a chance. That's okay. But yeah, gave the sales a chance, and that's it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Placed the trade on the 15 minutes ago. Placed the trade on put 15 minutes ago and made 87% profit. Right. Don't know what put is, and I don't know how you can make 87% return in 15 minutes, but
Are you talking about the binary options thing?
maybe. Yeah, I think he's got the wrong stream if he's talking about binary options. Yeah, see, it's not looking good at this point, but I'm still gonna wait to see how the 15, see if it does close bearish. Yeah, and if you also look at the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour created, you know, like structure to continue further down. I think it's just part probability, and you know, maybe a lot because of the mess that we have to the left. But yeah. Yes, if it comes up to break its own high, that's the point at which I'm going to close full positions. Yeah, so I got out of this trade now at this point. Oh, look at that. Yeah, good thing I got out of that. So yeah, there's no sells. No sells right now. So there we go. Trade 1. Small loss. That's okay. So the original risk was obviously 500 £500, and then we come out with minus 200. So that's pretty good. So not bad at all. Yeah, so if I'm gonna take another trade now at this point, it's gonna be, you know, something pretty good. Otherwise, yeah, this is rubbish. Okay. See, gold is just still ranging. Yeah, mission failed. Exactly. I think as well the confluence as well was, you know, I saw the FTSE started to drop as well, and it was breaking below this area. Euro JPY. See, Euro JPY created a resistance to continue down. Would you say buys are valid if it closes above 137.944? Yeah, I would say so, because then, you know, we violated structure. We violated this minor resistance. We have a clean candle to the left-hand side coming up to 138.080. So, yeah, definitely. Hey, just got on. What was the trade? I was in GJ sells, because the 30-minute candle created a resistance. And yeah, I know some people are going to say, you know, there was a minor support. But, you know, when price is over here, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can't take a sell because there's a minor support. So I'm like, every time, you know, if you come to the stream, you'll hear every time there's a minor support or something, I'm like, okay, the way to counterbalance that, or the way for price to break through that zone, is it needs to create a minor resistance. So if we look on the 30-minute candle created a minor resistance, and I'm going to take that trade every time because it's not going to work out every time. Even the 15-minute closed below this minor support. Now this is our most recent price action, so this is just a probabilities factor. 1 hour also closed bearish, you know, so yeah, it's just down to probabilities at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't want to like say switch up the bias, but I mean, if it does close back above this level, you know, clearly we're respecting this area as a support. You have a clean candle to the left hand side, so I mean, that's it. Yeah, the only way I'd give sells a second chance is a resistance below 137.864. You know, because then if we create a minor resistance below this level, then I'm expecting this minor support to break at that point. But yeah, I'm not inclined to take buys up to this range. I mean, there's no range if this candle just runs up. No news was there. No, not really. No news. So, yeah, this is yeah, no good right now. Yeah, this is a good lesson why to, you know, really reduce the risk, manage the trade, because, you know, there could have been a potential full stop loss hit situation. But looks like anybody looking for buys also, you're gonna miss that move. But I suppose at the same time, if we look at it from a 15-minute perspective, price has still made a low. So this is still a low. So if it does retrace back to 138 and form some more resistance, then I'd be more inclined to give sells a second chance, you know, because then price has made a low. It's pulled back because we didn't have the volume to break this level. That's fine. We create resistance and then we look for this low to get retested. So yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna go make a quick drink. I think buys are pretty hard right now because, you know, there's not enough range to take buys. There's only like 10 pips. Stop's gonna be 15. So yeah, no real range to take any buys at this second. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with some music and then I'll be back over here. There we go. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, looks like GJ is playing around today. Gold still just ranging. So I tried to break above this minor resistance within this range. It's like a 40 pip range within a range. Yeah, even Euro JPY actually is struggling to continue down. FTSE's coming down. FTSE's creating that nice structure to continue down. Once it breaks the low of this previous candle. Look at the 15-minute here on GJ. It's closing a weaker bullish candle. So, I mean, once I start to see some resistance forming, I mean, ideally we want the resistance to be around 138.060 because then, you know, we have a much larger range to take that sell back down. Hang on, bear with me 2 secs. So 15-minute candle just came to a close. It closed a very weak bullish candle. Very weak. But yeah, if there's no range for sells at this area here. We need a further pullback to 138, 138.050, 138.060, somewhere around there. Looks like price is coming down over here. If it comes back down to this area, that just proves that this was a one-off candle. You know, just proves the probabilities just weren't there. So Euro JPY is coming down over here now. Um, 137.8 you could considering as a support. 137.8. Yeah, I mean, it's a minor support. It's a minor support. But if we look at it from a 30-minute perspective, it does look like, you know, that move was a fake out. This move down was a fake out. And support is at 137.850. Based off the 30-minute time frame, because we had support, and then support again. But then, you know, candle tried to come down. Next one came back up. Did a fake out. But we did a fake out at this area beforehand. And then we just kind of ranged. And then we ended up pushing up later on in the day. Yeah, it looks like it's coming back down to this area again. Yeah, GJ bit of a mess here today. So then, where's everybody from on the live stream here? Whereabouts in the world is everybody from? I know we've got a few people from the UK. Yeah, let me know where you're from. I always find it interesting. Yeah, looks like GJ's coming back down to this area. Yeah, so for me to give my trade or sells a second chance, I want to see a minor resistance formed back below this level, or at least a break of this support. Break of this support is going to be good. Ooh, we've got Denmark, Netherlands, nice. Never been to Denmark. Another one from the Netherlands. Japan. Australia. Yeah. Foes from the UK is up north. There's a northern lad. Guyana. Do you mean Ghana? Guyana. Never heard of Guyana. I think he means Ghana. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's crazy to think this platform, you know, allows so many different people from all around the world to be connected. It's crazy. Do you actually think about that? Wow, look at this. Look at this retracement. Oh, South America. Okay. I've never actually heard of it, to be fair. Never heard of it. Is it a country, is it? Yeah, it's got to be a country, right? Guyana. Let me check it out. Don't worry, I'm not intruding. Just, I've never heard of it. Oh, yeah, it is. Guyana. I've never heard. Ah, okay. Oh, it's near Venezuela. Ah, okay, nice. They've only got 700,000 people. Wow. Nearly 800,000 people. So it's quite a small population. Okay, learned something new today then. Yes, Paul, what's going on? How's it going, bro? Oh, no way is it 5 to 6 in the morning in Guyana. That is, that's mad. Well, I mean, I had a sell position beforehand, but I got stopped out, so currently just waiting for probably a break below 137.850. It's gonna be better, or some form of minor resistance back below 137.850. And then yeah, kind of expecting it to continue down to 137.700, and then once we break 137.700, we should come down to 137.550, and then I'm expecting GJ to, you know, once we kind of get to this level, that's the daily candle, you know, kind of trying to get near the low of the previous daily candle. So it's kind of what I'm looking at right now. But yeah, so I had sells, and then, you know, this candle seemed to be like the higher time frame liquidity grab, because if we look at the 1 hour now, although, you know, it came up to break the high of the previous 1 hour, it's closing like a weak bullish candle, you know, so higher probability if we break the low of the previous 1 hour candle for, you know, the next one to continue down. So it's closing very weak. So yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Because it could just range for a bit. But I want to see a break below this area. Because this is kind of the area where we've, you know, reversed from. So we'll see. But anywhere between this range, I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to put no trade. Not now, anyway. This is a no trade range at this point. Gave sells one go. Price came down. We broke below the support. Next candle closed weak bullish, creating a minor resistance. And then just probabilities that couldn't play out. Yeah, see, even EJ struggling over here. FTSE did come down to break the low. Candle's got like a minute left to close. So as long as the 30-minute candle closes bearish, high probability, you know, for the next 30-minute candle to also go bearish on the FTSE. Gold. Oh, look at this liquidity grab on gold. Either buyers or sellers. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm like, where am I at now? I'm at, I think 800 and something. Yeah, you know when you 809. Yeah, so I've got what, 190 to go. 190 subscribers to go. So it's doable. But yeah, I've reached, you know, when you have the YouTube monetization, I've reached the amount of watch hours. I'm short on the subscribers. It will come. But my biggest thing at the moment is I'm just getting bombarded with these like YouTube bots comments. Oh, it's getting on my right nerves. Really getting on my nerves. Yeah, man, we'll get there. I'll get there. Does your broker have a way to open accounts for US residents? I think so, yeah. I think so. It's not my broker, but the broker that I use, yeah. Pretty sure. Just have to check out the website. Blackpool don't have US option under their countries. Okay. I think maybe see if there's like a crypto option. You can do it that way. I think there's some people do it like that. But I mean, apart from that, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But yeah. Does crypto option allow you to grow your crypto, or do you get paid in fiat? Do you know what? I have no idea. I have no idea how it works with the crypto wallet or anything like that. Never done it. So, I mean, it's something, yeah, you're going to have to just look up or either email them and ask Probably gonna be the easiest option, but yeah, I have no clue. If anybody here in the chat knows, then feel free to answer that for me. But yeah, I've never had to deal with any of the crypto stuff or anything like that. Dan was like, bro, have you made a trade yet? Yeah, I took one GJ sell and it didn't work out. In fact, it's gone off my screen somewhere. Yeah, so I took like a -4 pip loss. It's okay. Yeah, so I think it's just probabilities. You know, price creating a minor resistance on the 30-minute time frame. 15-minute also closed below the minor support. So if we go to 15-minute, you see how this 15-minute candle, it closed below. If we just remove this, it closed below this minor support. You know, we had a lower high essentially. So I was expecting, you know, the next 15-minute candle to kind of break this area and then continue down. But it seems as though this area is a strong area, or at least we don't have the volume yet to break that, it would seem. But yeah, there's not enough range for me to want to take another trade in this range, so that's why it's a no trade range for me at this point. Yeah, because if I see price come back above 138, 100, then we would have corrected this whole down push, and then the 4-hour time frame would be coming, you know, back above this. See, yeah, see, this is that strong level, I suppose. 138, yeah, this area. Hey man, I took the same trade, still holding. My target is 137. Where was your entry? Because my sell was down over here. I got stopped out. Did you get in up over here? Entry is 138.30. 138 point. Oh, so you must have got in. Did you have a sell stop this morning? Was it something like that? The sell stop below this area? I think it would have been a good idea to secure something at this point, but I mean, yeah, it's up to you. 137, yeah, 137, 700 can come, but we need to break this support at 137, 850 because price is struggling to break that. It's also, yeah, it's just ranging right now. So I gave, the sell one chance. It didn't play out. So now I'm not gonna overtrade. This is huge because I'm not gonna overtrade, right? I gave the trade a chance. There's no extra confirmations at this point. There's no new confirmations for me to give it a second chance. I can clearly see we're just in a range. You know, I don't want to go and take the opposite trade. There's no, yeah, I mean, there is range for buys, but at the same time, you know, now you have this minor resistance formed as well. So yeah, this is no trade range for me. I want to see price completely break out and create some market structure, you know. So if we break the support, let's say at 137.850, and we look on the 15-minute time frame, if we actually break this support or create some resistance below 137.850, then there's a much higher chance we're going to break this level and then continue moving down to 137.700 and then down to 137.550. So, you know, even if I got to wait till after the stream for that to happen, you know, I will. But my trading day finishes around, you know, hour after the stream. So after that, then I'm done for the day. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm going to be waiting for, whether that happens or not. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. Like I said, we're going to be doing a free Magic Keys giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. And then obviously people on YouTube they seem to be very clued up. So does anybody know of any squawk companies? I know someone said Financial Juice the other week that they recommended them, and they do look pretty good, but I want a squawk that I'm able to set up so that it posts into my private group. I want my private group to be able to have a live squawk that, you know, we can all use. So yeah, if anybody knows like a squawk company that like offer that's pretty good or comes recommended, let me know. Control HFX has something like what you're describing. Yeah, I had a look at a few, but they're not really like very clear that you can like do that. Okay, appreciate that, Sharif. So yeah, there's no buys right now. There's no sells. There's just no nothing. No nothing at all. You can see how the previous 15-minute candle closed a very weak bearish candle. The next one still open. Boring session. Yeah, it's not really doing much now. Seems like there's real lack of volume at the moment. So maybe pre-New York, we're gonna see some more volume. I took a buy trade for GJ. Okay. I mean, candles are printing bearish right now. You know, I don't know. That's up to you. Waiting for close under 0.820 for possible sell. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. I'm kind of looking for the same thing. I'm looking for break below 137.850, and then if we can create some minor resistance. Oh, there's obviously some news come out. Okay. Oh, what is that? Yeah, there's obviously some news just come out or something. Probably not gonna get
it. Was almost like price was just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, there was some news or something coming out. This is wild. You'll have to wait for it to settle down, and then we'll see. See what that was. 'Cause I don't have a live squawk thing. Yeah, it's probably Brexit. Let's be honest. It's probably Brexit, or maybe vaccine. But there we go. Oh well, to be honest, the guy just took a buy. Man, you should be well up now. You should be, yeah. But hey, you know what? Even if this is news, whatever, if it does come back up and close back above this area, and we create some, support now, because market sentiment has changed, then we could feel this range coming up to 138.300. Yeah, I know. I think that headline about the next week, that was last night. Yeah, they did that 11 hours ago. So I mean, that would have already been priced in. I mean, nothing changed though. That doesn't mean anything's changed. So this is obviously some new Brexit headline. But hey, I did say, guys, I did say, we need to trade with caution this week. Really trade with caution. Because this is what can happen if you don't have a stop loss in place. So yeah, what you gotta do now is wait for the news candle to... No, it just came out. I'm pretty sure it came out 11 hours ago. This was 11 hours ago. It tells PM to expect EU trade deal early next week. This was... Yeah, still nothing. Yeah, we'll have to give it a few minutes to come out, but I mean, there's nothing on there currently. Interesting. So yeah, let's just wait for this 30-minute candle to close and then see if we can see any structure forming on GJ. Yeah, we need this 30-minute candle to close above 138.085. And then if we can create some support, or, you know, we can see if actually it's going to close below, create some resistance, and then, you know, there's a high chance we're going to correct this move. Yeah, man. Brexit, man. When are they gonna get this? Gonna get this Brexit stuff out of the way. Yeah, still nothing. Interesting. Interesting. I need to get this Brexit over and done with. So yeah, looks like the 30-minute candle is closing back above this support. So yeah, I mean, ideally what's going to be good is to see some support created on the smaller time frames. And then GJ should continue bullish. Check on Forex Live. Okay. Forex Live. Is that it? Yeah, but you see, the thing is, they had this one yesterday. It's the same one as yesterday. Nothing's changed. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that was the same as this. No, that wasn't yesterday. That was the move up from yesterday. during the Asian session. There was news during the Asian session about Brexit, and it pushed the pound up 35 pips. So, but then this move kind of couldn't be sustained. We couldn't get that wick fill. We couldn't get a continuation. But man, this is just crazy. Crazy stuff. So hopefully, you know, market will see that, you know, that's nothing's changed. So I'm hoping this move will get corrected, and then, or at the same time, if, you know, this wick's going to get filled, then we're going to need to see some support created. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the first 15-minute candle, you know, do its thing. Make sure it closes above this area. Even close like a weak candle. And then, you know, maybe we could give buys a go. Coming up to fill this range and continue up to 138,300. Fill this wick. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think this move can be corrected, but at the same time, I mean, you know, we could never know 100%. So let's just watch it from a 15-minute perspective. Thank you for the subscription there, Amar. One of the best is Data Flash News, although it's $10 per month, but it's good. HFX. Data Flash News. Okay, I'll check them out. Data Flash. Data Flash News. Don't think they come up. Is it this one? News Impact Data Flash? Is it this one? So looks like this 15-minute candle is creating like a little liquidity wick. Maybe to continue up for this wick, but I don't see how. I mean, like, nothing has changed, and no matter what they say, you know, they're close to a deal, etc. Like, if you really think about it, why has it taken them this many years to get to that point? I'm not convinced they are gonna just get a deal like that now in the last week. You know what I mean? Like, all that time, and now they're gonna come to an agreement. It's madness. Absolute madness. Yeah, the one that I liked, that I wanted to maybe go with, was Financial Juice. That actually did look pretty good. So I was just looking on there, like, yeah, so this is what they charge. So they got like a pro version, but you see, I don't know what this means. News, this is what I think I need. News desk chat, but I don't know, because I want it to be for the private group. I want it to go into the private group, but that's crazy. Probably have to do that annually, but yeah, we'll see if there's any that's a little bit cheaper. Gotta look after your pennies. Okay, well, we've got 82 people in here today. Nearly, still yet to reach 100. See, it's funny because the first week that I started live streaming, we nearly hit 100, and then ever since then, we've just been consistent with around 50 people. But yeah, it's nice to see a few more people in here. So welcome, anybody who's new to the stream. Yeah, welcome. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. We'll be doing that free magic keys giveaway. So yeah, let's see how this plays out. Because if it creates us, okay, let's put it this way: if we get a support created back above this area, right, then do a little bit of analysis here. So obviously we had this news candle come up, break market structure, because we was in a downtrend. So we had a high over here, then we had a lower high over here. So we've already broken market structure. So if we can create a support back above this area, right, we're at a buy zone right now, because this was a previous support. Candles came down, broke down, never did a retest. So you would have thought, if this move was going to get corrected, we should be coming down below this area, creating some resistance, and then, correct this move. But if we stay above this area, if we stay above this zone, there's a higher chance we're going to come up, fill this wick over here, and then continue moving up to 138,300. And then if we break that, then, we can continue up to 138,450. But yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna take it. I can't take a buy right now because 15-minute candle's still open. Also, if it does close bullish, yeah, maybe, I don't know. 30-minute candle's still open, but it looks like it may just run up over here. We've got 88 people in it now. A few more joining by the minute. So yeah, like I say, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. So yeah, nearly hit 1K subscribers, nearly hit 2K followers on Instagram. So if you don't follow the gram, make sure you follow the gram. It looks like it wants to come up to fill this wick over here. Okay, well, we're not in this range anymore, so that doesn't matter. Your JPY also had a little spike up over there, but it looks like doing a retest of this area. FTSE. Yeah, so the FTSE did continue moving bearish. FTSE did continue moving down. It's actually a pretty nice sell over there. It's running for around 13 points. Yeah, FTSE was a nice move here today. And all the time that I've spent looking at the FTSE, this is the one time I've seen candle structure like this, so clean and simple. Clean candle to the left, price broke down, create resistance, retest, continue down. This is the first time I've seen such a clean move on the FTSE. Like this, easy market structure. GCAD also pushed up with the news. GCAD's back above this range too. Gold didn't really do much there. Oh no, that's Brexit, isn't it? I'm thinking of the vaccine was what pushed gold the other day. Vaccine news. Yeah, it looks like it does want to come up and fill that wick over here. See if no, nothing. See, that's what I don't understand. This news is nothing's different. You know, nothing's changed. Still the same situation. But I mean, we'll see. We may need to even wait a little bit longer for, you know, price to just kind of settle down a bit, and then it will go back to its the direction it wanted to go. Yeah, that was a complete correction of this down push. It looks like gold did come down, did a little bit of a fake out over there. Fell right to that support. Oh, GJ's coming up to fill the wick. Yeah, still nothing on Forex Factory. They haven't even recognized it as like high impact news. So 15-minute candle come to a close. Try to fill this wick over here. Oh yeah, looks like the 5-minute created some support to continue up. Yeah, I think the ultimate buys, if I see, so basically if I see a support above 138.300, then I think there's a very high chance that price is going to continue up. First target would be around 138.450, which is kind of like that previous resistance top of the range, because this was a fake out. But I mean, if they do break above this area and create support, I think, you know, we can continue up at that point. So looking on the daily now, daily is bullish. And if it breaks the high from, you know, the Asian session, then, you know, it could come up to fill this wick over here at 138.860. So we do have to be looking at that as well. The fact it could do that. Looking at the 4 hour now. See, 4 hours got like 3 hours left. It does need to break this area, 138.350 on the 4 hour time frame. So that's why I say if we start to see a support forming above 138.300, then, you know, there's going to be much higher chance for price to then just start breaking up at that point. They got in on financial juice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Forex Factory's a free one anyway. If it breaks below 138.070, short potential 138.070. I mean, yeah and no. I mean, yeah, it makes sense because now you have like a clean candle, but, you know, I think this range is pretty difficult too. Because, all right, if we come back below this area, then I think we're just ranging. I would want to see, you know, the ideal sells would be back below 137.850, but yeah, it makes sense. But now, at the same time, we're closing back above 138.100 or 138.080, so I don't even think there is any sells there's no sells at the moment. Yeah, there's no sells. I can't take a buy because then we'd be buying at the high. So there's just nothing. So yeah, and we're coming to it the end of the stream soon anyway, so probably stay on for a little bit longer, but so pretty much the only trade I'm gonna take is support above 138.300, or yeah, maybe if we come back below this area 138.080 to continue down and then correct this move. So that would be nice if we start to see, you know, like weak candles closing at this area. You know, if it pulls back after failing to break this previous high point, then we can say, you know, this could just be a higher time frame liquidity grab. It's data flash news impact. Okay, let's check it out. This one. Headlines. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay. Check them out. I have to check them out. Yeah, so the 30-minute candle, look, you know, it did come up to try and fill the wick, but I mean, if it closes like a week bearish, then, you know, the next one breaks the low, you could anticipate. It's pretty difficult though. Well, this does now become a target for sells. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, while we're in this huge range, everything's just harder. How many trades have you taken so far? Just one. One GJ sells. Didn't work out. Probabilities weren't there. So if you look at GJ now, it's coming back to this area. So it's either going to need to create some support, you know, for this high to get retested and then for price to continue up, or it's going to start coming down to correct this move. Oh, look at this retracement on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so the 30-minute candle is coming to a close. It's got around a minute left to close. 15-minute candle. It's trying to close bearish, but it's also closing like a weaker bearish. Maybe it's going to create some support to continue moving up to 138.300. But we'll see. Because if we do look on the 30-minute, it filled the wick, but you know it's coming down and looks like the bullish momentum is fading. So 30-minute candle closed bullish. It closed at this resistance. If you look at the 15-minute candle closed bearish. So I mean, I think there's definitely still some waiting involved to see whether, you know, it's going to continue up or it's going to break this low and then continue down. But yeah, I'm not liking anything right now. So probably going to call it a stream here soon in a minute anyway. Yeah, a few more minutes and then we'll call it a stream over here for today. So let's just kind of round off looking at a few of the other pairs. So looking at gold. Gold is just ranging now. You know, gold is just kind of tapping into support. It's just ranging. US 30. Didn't really look at US 30 today, to be fair. GJ. Spoke about that. GCAD is continuing bullish. So 30-minute candle closed above this area. Next 30-minute candle closed like a weak bearish. Candle's breaking the high. Should continue moving up to fill this wick over here. Maybe reach this next support zone. It's like another 12 pips away. Looking on the 15-minute. Maybe we're going to see something similar to GJ. Sort of candle structure where we come up, break the high and continue up. So GCAD should continue moving up. EuroJPY had that spike in news, but it doesn't seem to have done like much to it in that sense. But it did close above this minor resistance. So EJ looks pretty messy right now, I have to say. The FTSE did continue moving down. FTSE was a really nice move actually today. FTSE was the best move there. Yeah, pretty good actually. So that's the FTSE. Let's go back to GJ real quick. It looks like maybe it's going to come up to fill that wick and maybe continue moving up, but we'll see. Hey HFX, got a trade idea for EN that I took. Can I get some feedback, please? Yep. Check out this trade. So this would be I'll do that, and then I think we're gonna call it a day here on the stream. Will you trade MY session? I'm gonna stay on the computer for a little while, not long, but a little while, and then see if anything comes up. If not, then I'm gonna call it a day. Trading view. So Euro NZD 15-minute time frame. Resistance was formed. Oh, got a subscriber there. Thank you, Autumn. So resistance was formed on the 30-minute. Waited for the break of the low to enter, looking to correct the move. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. So you wait, resistance forming. Okay, so these two candles then I presume is the 30-minute candle closing. So a couple of things. The way that I would just do it personally, is I would look at the fact that if this whole candle is the 30-minute, you know, your stop realistically may need to be above the 30-minute time frame, because obviously the 30 minutes a stronger confirmation, and then if it comes up to break the high of the previous 15-minute candle, then you can reduce the risk at that point. But what you don't want a situation is where the 15-minute breaks the high of the previous 15-minute, you completely get out of the trade, and then it goes your way and you're like, oh, I didn't even get a piece of that at all. So if you have the stop, you know, based above the 30-minute time frame, and you reduce the risk, and you say you let a piece of your position still run, and then it goes into profits, you're going to make that loss back, and then you can end the day in profit. But it definitely makes sense. We have a lower high created. The only thing I would be skeptical about, as you can see, the kind of trend is also, we have this bullish market structure as well. But I think you're anticipating for this low to get retested, which is, yeah, I think that's a good idea. So, yeah, definitely agree with that. Obviously, I don't trade Euro NZD, but definitely makes sense. So yeah, GJ just kind of a bit flat right now. Okay. So yeah, then we're gonna call it a day over here. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, gonna call it a session here today, guys. So took one GJ sell, didn't play out. Obviously, I'm gonna wait for a little while after the stream, see if there's anything else that can create. Maybe we'll see if we can get a correction of this move. But yeah, I think there's a little bit more waiting involved right now, because clearly we don't have the bullish momentum to break higher than this area. So may not even be a second trade for the rest of the day, but we'll see. But anyway, thanks guys for coming on. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember, we're going to be doing that Magic Keys giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 GMT.
See you later.
Yeah, thank you, Kelsey. See you guys on the Zoom. Okay, thanks guys on the YouTube. We'll see you all tomorrow, and you know, try and take it easy for the rest of the day. You know, wait for good confirmations, but